Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh and today we are going to be discussing about how to handle exception by using try, exception and finally statement. See in my previous video what are the inbuilt exceptions are presented, we saw into that and go through that and come back to here and we can able to see that how to handle for this exception. Basically other languages we can able to use a try, catch and finally block. The same format we have the Python also try, except and finally block, and we can able to use these three kind of statements and we can able to handle it. Let us discuss some exceptions. See, we can able to say there are two functions and a and b is there, which in turn calls the function c. If an exception occur into a function c, but it is not in a handle in c, then the exception pass to the b, then pass to a. Like that, we can able to comes. If never handle any error is displayed, and however the program comes to suddenly unexpected errors because the C is not handled by anything exception, and also same thing happen for B, and same thing happen for A. These three kind of interlink to the each one of them. Then any one is not handled for the exception. Then by default we can able to caught and we can able to see that exception into our programs. How we can able to get for catching for exceptions? Okay, now we can able to say there are random numbers and if you are entering some value, then we can able to get it to 1 divided by entry value, which is the value it is presented, that entry value. And if everything is good, then we can able to break and we can able to go for. In case if something happening for that random value and the entry is because 1 divided by string value, 1 divided by 0 value and 1 divided by 2 value we are trying. If something we got some exception, then by default it will comes to this exception place. It will get some error and next entry it will try and printing for that exception what exactly that one, and it will print for final. Okay, this is a simple example I'm going to show you here. You can able to see here. I'm just you can able to see this kind of errors here. See now, first one entry is A. Okay, first entry is A. Then oops that value error because 1 divided by A we are trying. Then it breaks and it will throw some error and it is caught. And second one 0 by 1, it is 0 division error and second entry. Next entry is second 2. Then the recipient of 2 is 1 divided by 2 is basically 0.5. This is the way we can able to get it, and in case if you something the values are there, then also you can able to. And also you can able to see the format errors also it is there, and you can able to reformat the file or something. You can able to do that, and you can able to that format section also we can able to get it. Okay. And every exception in a Python inherited from base exception class. We can also perform some above task to the following different format. See now the breaks, and we used here exception only, except only, and this is basically a base class, and we can able to use a base class exception, that is exception as e. This simple syntax we can able to provide, and we can able to try this one also. These two ways we can able to try it. It's a entry of it, and you can able to try for that also, and you can able to use this simple class to verifying that occurrency. And basically here we use for system and exception information, and now we are using for class what kind of exception is coming. and if you run and see the same kind of errors, we can able to see nothing different, because it's a parent we are used. This is parent and we can able to base class and we are using now directly. Okay, and also we can able to use catching some specific exception in Python. How we can able to means, like we can able to define the value, means what kind of value we are getting for a value error or zero division errors, or what type of error you are going to get. We can able to declare for that into the exception place, and we can able to catch it whenever it is come to that picture, right? That moment we can able to get it, and we can able to raise different exception. And if you know that already this program, it will give this particular error when we are going to run our program, then we can able to handle. Raising exception in Python means exceptions are raised when occurs at runtime. We can also manually raise the exception using the raise keyword. Which we can able to do it for errors print. That moment, if we know that we need to import and we need to get it immediately, then also we can able to raise keyword. We can able to use raise and the value error. If you are trying to do this kind of exceptions, and we can able to get it for properly. Now you can able to value error. Now I'm going to use for -1, and you can able to see this is not a positive. And if you run again, now again I'm going to give 2. Now you can able to see enter a positive integer, nothing. If you are providing for that, and we can able to value type of errors. And if you run again, okay, then you can able to see the value error. Now we got it for exception because we are provided for string and we are trying to do for integer. Okay, this kind of exceptions we can able to get it. And also Python we can able to use for else class into your Python. Whenever we want to handle like a for loop place, we use, right, else class, and that kind of actions also we can able to use it. In case in the last moment we can able to get it for that particular one, and we can able to do it. And if we pass 0, we get for 0 division error, as the code block inside of else it is not in handled by the presenting exceptions. That moment we can able to get it. If you can see now, if I am passing for 0 and enter, then this kind of exception here it is get it. Traceable matrix, because we are out of that exception location we are provided. That's why it will get for error. And also we can able to use finally block. These statements can have optional final class. This class is executed no matter what and is generally used. Release external resource means whenever we are using this kind of exceptions, no, finally block, if you are using, if you are not using, it's not a matter, and it will by default it will close it, because at the final stage it will close it, because we need require for one file opening but we forgot to close. And final block we use to close means we can able to close every time whenever it is run. By default it will close it in the finally block. If you got exception, if you not get exception, that also it will include and it will close that file finally block place. Okay, this is a way we can able to use for Python exception, try catch, and finally block. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share your friends and colleagues. Thank you.